On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
These two teams, they met in Houston earlier in the season with the Texans coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line.
Etienne on the toss right.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Well, the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Here's Lawrence to throw.
Flush to his right. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run it. This is James Robinson.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal. Lawrence being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on second down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jimmy Moreland.
And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he's got Dorsett complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Hubbard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second down and goal. Murray. Touchdown, Texans. Chuba Hubbard.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, here's Agnew.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. Lawrence will throw. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got a man. It's Tunyon.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 19. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Murray now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's May. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Murray. He finds his man, complete. That's May. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A handoff for Etienne.
Runs through the contact. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
running out of the gun with Etienne.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Nagar's kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point to drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Murray off play action. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
They'll drop that down to Hubbard.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They'll run for it. It's Hubbard.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A huge play there for Houston.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
On the give, this is Hubbard.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
These two teams matching up for the 2nd time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
And they'll go again here with Hubbard.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. Rolling to his right. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Latavius Murray, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's 21-3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Jonathan Bernard
make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Arnold. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
Extra point by Nagar is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Well, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
And they'll run with ETN.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Once more, ETN.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall.
And the Jaguars are back within a score.
No, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Murray.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Murray. He's got his man. It's Gallup. Touchdown! Michael Gallup, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Touchdown, Texans! A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Scott. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now. I think they like this drive a little bit better than their partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Now Lawrence on first down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Etienne with it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Scott. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
With the score where it is, this was probably going to be 4-down territory if they didn't convert there. But what a nice job of working his way open, making sure he secured the catch, and setting up 1st and goal.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Steps, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on 1st and goal. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
89 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Lawrence.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play there.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Jags come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to